the atmosphere has changed a lot since I last saw you guys. We were getting a little bit of a drizzle. You guys can see though here in Coquetry, it is coming down. The wind is coming in sideways. I've been getting messages on social media. People are very happy to be able to see what it's looking like here because they decided to leave town. And you know, that's like what our job is for you guys here. So you guys don't have to be here and see all of this. You can see it right through your TV here, and we want to give you guys the latest information.
So it's just a mess.
To see it like this, I mean, obviously I can see you're getting emotional.
Yeah, well, because it just affects everything, you know. I'm sorry.
No, can I, please, no, I'm serious. We're here for you. Like, I am so sorry that you're going through this. It is so dark outside, you might not even know what you're gonna run into. I'm gonna have our photojournalist turn the light off here so you can see exactly what you're dealing with if you're just walking out about, because our light here for our camera is super bright, but you guys can see, I have my little flashlight here. You can see a little bit of the tree, but you can't see to the depth of just how big that tree is and all the power lines that are down right now that could be very dangerous. And constantly raining, and water is starting to go on the roadways here so you guys can see just a little bit. This is all coming from the bay that's actually right out this way. And oh, for sure. It's hitting you like pellets. And, you know, my poor photojournalist, I was like, you ready to go? You want to do this? And Neil is on top of it. I have an amazing photographer with me that's just putting up with this, because my thing is, it is so important that we show you guys what's going on in these communities so you don't have to be there. But yeah, I mean, when you're facing this way and it's hitting you, it's definitely a little bit piercing. But, you know, we've faced much worse and impacted people's homes. You guys can see right here the damage that it caused. I mean, these trees are big, guys. It's a beautiful area that has these large, beautiful trees. And I mean, it's sad to see something like this happen. But I want to show you guys again over here. I'm going to go underneath real quick. You guys can see the docks here. It's the surge that they're expecting to be the major issue for this area. Our meteorologists are telling us 5 to 10 feet could possibly be coming from this water back behind me here.
So far, we've seen you with your umbrella, and the rain's really coming down out there. Kind of tell me, how much has things changed within the past hour?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of crazy because earlier this morning when we first started just kind of circling around the area, we weren't feeling any wind. It was kind of like, is there a hurricane coming? And then all of a sudden in the last hour, that's when it started picking up. And it's definitely coming towards the east here, which is what we're seeing as the rain's coming in sideways, the wind's coming in sideways. But also when you take a look just at the water here, you can see the little mini waves that are forming that are going in this direction, and that's kind of what's starting to go towards the roadways as we continue a little bit further into this. And we're like right outside the floodgate, so we're right where we can get up onto the levee area and be at higher ground. But this is what is keeping all this water here. And you know, Neil, let's turn this way. You can kind of see. We're gonna see this. This is the floodgate that's stopping this water from going towards up north where people are actually still at. Now, this is in the mandatory evacuation zone. We have seen sheriff deputies come in. They've been driving in the area, just checking to make sure things are good. So far, we've seen that no one is back here, but this is a mandatory evacuation area, and this is why, because that water does start to rise. This storm here brought so much wind damage that it knocked down the trees into the power lines, knocking everything out for everyone. And that's why community members tell me they're hoping that linemen can start getting to work as soon as possible to get their power back on. One thing I do want to note, some buildings and even offices as well as houses here still have damage from that storm. In fact, we're right across the way from the general hospital in the area in Terrebonne, and it had major damage from that storm. The entire roof was damaged. They actually even had to have an emergency evacuation, have no power. So that's why they need the power, or they need the gas for those generators. Being told about 3,000 people are without power in this area. We're near Tulane area, just to give you guys a little bit of an idea. But yeah, so this is the tree here, just to give you a little bit of a reference. I'm 5'3.5" on a good day, and It's a big tree. It's definitely a big tree, and it's caused a lot of damage. You just never know. It's not just the high winds they're worried about, but it's also the possible surge. In fact, you can see right here, they are telling me that the water is already higher than normal. And cut off?
Yeah, they're doing fine. They just no power. So no house damage, nothing.
You know, I think that's like the biggest damage from everyone right now, just not having power.
Yeah. So
It could have been a lot worse.
it very well could be a lot worse.
It's a mandatory evacuation. I can tell you guys, we've been driving through some of these neighborhoods and homes over here. Not a lot of people still here in the community. The people that we are meeting and talking to lately, those have been the ones that have been picking up boats, but also crab traps. We've seen a lot of these right here being picked up as early as 4 o'clock this morning. Again, this is still under a mandatory evacuation as the storm does roll in later today. They are expecting a possible surge from 5 to 10 feet, and that's going to be coming from this water right here. That currently crews are working on right now is clearing up the roadways. This highway 308 here going towards Thibodaux, impassable right now. They have it closed. A majority of the reason, trees on the other side here, and then obviously the flooding water here. I tell you guys all the time when we're on TV here, like, be prepared, get ready with us, because when you're not prepared, that's when you start seeing those hairy situations. And I think that everyone's feeling, you know, we've done this multiple times. This is not the first time that Plaquemines Parish has ever dealt with a looming hurricane in the distance or anything like that. So they're ready to go. The big thing is just keeping an eye on it and making sure all the residents are safe. Now, there's been on it all evening. I'm not taking over this morning. We're ready to go. We got coffee and everything else. But one thing that we were looking for was gas. And a lot of these areas that we've been finding, going from New Orleans to around north of Homer, we're along Louisiana 182 right now. A lot of the gas stations are looking like this, you know, and this isn't all of them. We've just been seeing a good amount. Some of them have had their lights off completely, telling travelers, you know, this is just not a place to come right now. Earlier, this isn't something that's new to this area, so you guys are ready for it.
Oh yeah, we're absolutely ready. I mean, we just went through Ida, like 2 years ago? That was a Category 4. I still think it was a bit of a higher category. That was really bad of a storm.
A lot of people are deciding it's just not worth it to wait out the storm in some of those low-lying parishes, especially the ones outside of the protected levee area. Now, what I'm being told here at this one, it's at 880 Verrett Street here in Houma for the Terrebonne Parish Storm Shelter. They have 37 people already in here. It's been such a positive reinforcement for all these people in line, because you know it's a hard time.
It is very hard, very difficult. Just trying to get them in and out as fast as I can and keep them positive.
And I mean, you are. People said they're moving, so
Yes,
that's good.
yes, that's what I do.
You guys can see right behind me here, this is a common scene that we've been seeing this entire way. Very large trees broken in half. In fact, I'm gonna have Cage go ahead and zoom into that. I mean, the sheer force that came into this area with the wind, just snapping these trees in half like they're toothpicks. I mean, even on the bottom here, it looks like it's just been shredded to pieces, which is something that you just, you know, you definitely don't want to be out here and about, but it's caused a lot of damage, especially with these power lines. Guys, stay safe.
If you need any help, live right there. Just
Okay.
come in.
Thank you so much. Guys, I love Louisiana. This is the reason why I have made Louisiana my home. People are just so friendly and they're caring and they want to take care of one another. And so, you know, guys, like this just shows you right here. But I'm going to send it back to you guys. We're going to go further down and assess some of the damage as we continue to see what Thibodaux went through as that storm basically went right on top of here and hung out for a little bit longer than folks would have liked. So I'm going to send it back to y'all.
True Southern hospitality. He's like the mayor of that street.